How many natural resources do you use in a day? Let's begin naming them over, shall we? We use air, water, plants, animals, soil, sun, and the list will go on and on. Isn't it surprising to know that each individual uses so many natural resources? If we use these natural resources every day, it's clear that we need to protect them. What then do we do to protect these resources? Every day, the television news channels speak of global warming, forest depletion, water, air, and land pollution. Do you feel helpless? Does it ever feel that your contribution is too small for the solution of a global problem? Yes, it may seem so. But let us assume if each of us decide not to litter, the collective decision would keep the planet clean. Similarly, if each of us saves even a bucket of water a day, we may have enough water for the city for an additional month. The environmental problems have been curbed by international laws and regulations. Big organizations, both national and international, work on solving the environmental problems. But what can we do? What can be our contribution to these efforts? For one, we can pick up recycled paper bags or plastic containers. If your state is facing a drought, we should use water judiciously. We have studied in lower grades how natural resources are formed, the way they are recycled, and also the present-day level of pollution. But what we haven't quite understood is the way we must use these precious resources. When I say use resources, I mean we must not exploit them. That brings me to the idea of sustainability. Do you know what it means to use resources sustainably? Let me help you with a commonplace example. Imagine your mother gave you a box of toffees. She also tells you that you won't get another one for the next 6 months. 6 months? That seems to be quite a long gap. Now, what would happen if you eat all the toffees in a month's time? You wouldn't have any for the next 5 months. That could be really bad, wouldn't it? So you decide to divide the number of toffees equitably so that you would have one to eat each day and you wouldn't have to do without toffees. This is called sustainable use of the toffees. Resources too are limited and take a long time to replenish themselves. We must use resources but also keep enough or conserve them for the future generations. It would be wrong to use up all of them now and not keep any for the future generations. For this, surely we would have to control our greed. How can we do this? Watch our next video.